You can feel the serenity. I just went out to get some milk. If you don't know, I'm about to head off on a trip. In about 2 to 3 weeks' time I leave. I won't give the exact dates. But you know that initial trip I did to Cape York on the Road King? I'm actually gonna do that trip again, except I'm gonna do it in the wet season, just to make it more difficult. So basically the trip goes like this. I leave Geelong, I head to Cairns. As I hit Cairns, a dealership is gonna open up for me and I'm gonna put knobbies on the Road King, and from Cairns all the way to Weipa. Now I only got as far as Weipa last time. My goal is actually to get past Weipa and get to the very tip. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I'm gonna have to pull the Harley Davidson apart and put it on a four-wheel drive and truck it there, but I'm gonna get my Harley Davidson to the very, very tip of Australia. And when I get to the tip, I'm gonna go for a swim in the water on the very, very tip of Australia. So that's the goal. So I've been getting the Road King ready. Obviously it's important, maintenance and everything. So as you can see, I've got brand new road tyres put on it. So it's about 4,000 Ks just to get to Cairns. Then it's about another 600-700 Ks to the very tip of Australia. And then I've got to come home, and then I'll do another tyre change on the way back in Cairns. So it's probably around 9,000 to 10,000 Ks I'm doing. But what's happened is, because my Harley Davidson has been ridden with a lot of TLC, the engine mounts need attention. Well, Colin thinks they need attention. I'm going to argue the point because I don't think there's anything wrong with them, but we'll see. But so anyway, I'm going to take the bike into Geelong Harley Davidson and going to go see Cole. And we're just going to talk about my bike and make sure that it's A-okay for the 10,000 K trip that it's going to go on. Let's go. I've got a warranty issue that needs addressing. Sorry, mate. I've got to get the bike up that ramp. See if I can mono it. Is that right? Did you ride it on? No. Okay, you're not supposed to ride them on. Sorry about that.
Back it off.
Hey?
Back it off. Your side stand won't reach, you'll tip it over. Just do what most customers do, mate. Stop over there.
Stop at the front.
No, stop at the front, even better.
Haven't seen you for a while, old timer.
No, mate. No, I've been able to hide from you.
Tell you what, looks like you're growing a mullet. Hey, you know the mullet went out about 20 years ago.
Did it? I didn't know about that. My hairdresser told me that it was a good thing that it had a mullet. She called it a dirty mullet.
You reckon the engine mounts are gone?
I want to inspect them.
Very professional, all these technicians working on my Harley Davidson. Hey Colin, can I show you something? You know how I'm not mechanically minded?
Oh, I wouldn't have said that, Danny. No,
But I'm more like Rain Man. Like 9 plus 9 is 18. Like I just did that without even thinking about it, right? Most people would have to use a calculator. But
have we been in trouble with the Rain Man crew yet? I don't know whether we've covered them, have we?
No. That's all autism.
Well,
being on the spectrum.
You'd be on the spectrum. That'd be you. You'd qualify for that.
You know how I've been doing a little bit of mechanical servicing of myself on my own bikes?
Oh, I didn't know that, Danny, and it's not something I generally advocate because most people fuck it up.
Can I show you my own work though?
Go on then.
I thought I'd take my own number plate off.
Yep.
Right? But I didn't.
Yeah, well, you've worked. It's succeeded. It's not on there.
Well, I didn't realise, right, that there's two. Anyway, the shifter wouldn't fit, so see that scratch there? I had to put it in there, and I was doing that, but it left that mark there. Yeah. What do you think of that?
That'll be warranty. You'll get warranty on that.
Will that buff there?
Yeah. Well, what Harley do, they design these bikes so that fucking idiots like yourself can fix them themselves. And that's generally what happens when people try to fix them themselves. That's good.
Well, a serious question. This is only a 217 model, so it's 4 years old. Do the engine mounts, are they covered by warranty?
Yours will be, you know that. You know how an engine mount works?
No.
The engine sits on the mount.
Yeah.
But when you've got them upside down, the engine is hanging off the mount.
Yeah, right.
They generally they don't work that good that way.
Why didn't they do that in testing?
Well, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll give Willie a ring.
Notice my crash bars? They got the plastic on.
You think that'll make a difference?
No, but it's like when you buy a lounge room, like those wogs buy a lounge room suite and they never take the plastic off.
A lot of old ladies still have, they have plastic on their sofas, Danny.
Hey, see this?
It's because they're
Tell you what, mate, when I pick this up, if there's one fucking mark on this bike, if this bike isn't looking brand new, because I bought it to you in pristine condition, if I see a fingerprint on it, I'll be going right off.
No, that's fair enough. We respect that.
And how come the mufflers are rusting?
Salt water.
That's not very professional. So you're using a torch?
I didn't like the way the motor was jumping around in one of your vlogs. It looked like it was one of the engine mounts here might have been busted.
I had a look myself, they looked fine to me.
Oh, did they? Oh, well,
yeah.
If you've looked at them, I was probably wasting my time then. Because you'd be Where did the plastic cover for the oil cooler go?
Huh?
The oil cover. The oil cooler cover. Where's that gone?
I thought all Harleys were air cooled.
Yeah, but they have oil that they have coolers to cool the oil. Here, this thing, just heat transfer.
It's missing the plastic thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
You don't want that on there?
No, I don't. It was just going to come off.
It actually, Danny, honestly looks quite good.
The things?
Yeah, the mounts.
They do look good. Are you agreeing? I agree.
Oh, well, see, I didn't realise that you'd been over it. I remember saying to you I wanted to do something with the mounts.
Is that belt rubbing on the tyre? What's that noise? Should it spin like that?
Of course it shouldn't.
So we're just going to do a bit of a quick inspection of the engine mounts. I decided that there's nothing wrong with them, and I think you're actually inclined to believe that as well, Colin.
So you think that's like your Facebook training's taught you that there's nothing wrong with them?
I watched a YouTube thing. I'm a YouTube engineer now. Mate, those engine mounts aren't moving, are they, Webby? They're rock solid, mate. That's Harley built. Oh, don't start getting a crowbar and smashing it.
They're not broken, they'll be broken after this.
Yeah. You don't have to break them. Is this a engine mount test? Is this how you test engine mounts, is it?
This is how we do them on the your bike. Anybody else's we wouldn't. I don't think there's a buck all wrong with them. Not the back ones, but maybe the front. Do it again? Yeah.
Okay, the front one.
Yeah, they're just gone soft.
They've gone, or it is.
There's always movement in them. They're rubber mounted, but
It's meant to be rubber mounted, but
What I love about these guys, if they're not gonna do it just to take money off me, they're gonna legitimately tell me whether or not my engine mounts are stuffed or not. Because like any consumer, I'm always worried that I'm getting ripped off.
if you're still worried about getting ripped off here, mate, you might as well take your bike and fuck off.
That's a little bit abrupt, Colin. No, I'm just saying, I think the average consumer, you've seen those movies where people just get ripped off.
They are soft, but I'm not even sure when you said it's going to make any difference.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's try and get that fucking wheel sorted. That's a bit horrible.
All right. Well, I'm happy to leave the engine mounts as they are, guys.
Well, we'll probably make the final decision.
yeah, we'll have a better look, and
We're just going to check it on another Road King. This toolbar, this comes with the Harley set of tools.
yeah, mate, this is a must-have for every Harley tourer in the saddlebag.
That's what my road. Look at this, baby. Mate, I expect my road glide to look like this when I pick it up. Yep, similar. Same. Mate, you got to say, that's a testament to Harley Davidson. I've put my Road King through hell, right? You've seen the tracks I've driven it on. This is a brand new Road King, and my rubber mounts are good, would you say?
About the same.
About the same.
Impressive.
How good's that? I'm actually right. I'm right, I got it right. That's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
Mate,
It's a testament.
that bike has been through
What, 36,000 k's now?
40,000 k's.
Hard terrain.
Cole, you're not going to believe this. He just did the same test, and what did it come back as?
It felt exactly the same.
Exactly the same. So we don't need new engine mounts, which is good. What we're doing is we had what Colin's doing is we had the back rim. We had a Dyna. That's a Dyna rim.
Yep.
We had a Dyna rim put on the back of the bike. That way we can get knobbies on it, and Pan Americas actually will fit on the back of on a Dyna rim. We recently had a tyre change, but we think we've put the wrong tyre on. Colin's it wasn't done here; it was done somewhere else. An easy mistake to make. The belt's just slightly rubbing on it. You got to remember, I'm going to be doing about 10,000 k's on this bike, so it's got to be perfect. Don't scratch it.
We've got plenty of things.
That mark there, that mark wasn't there before.
Oh, fuck, what was that?
Put your back into it.
Back of your neck's going very much.
Mate, I've never done so much work in my life. I'm exhausted. I'm like a Harley Davidson surgeon now, just performing surgery on my own Harley Davidson. Oh, came out. How come there's all water in there?
It's not water, it's CRC to try and loosen it.
Oh, all right, okay.
Righto.
Mate, these are the... Fucking feel the weight of that.
Yeah, that piece of shit. You took them off, you took my ones off to put them on.
Yeah, because these are bigger, mate. These look like big cannons. Load. So what surgical procedure are you performing today on my Harley Davidson?
Nothing really, I'm just pretending. $300 an hour on a Saturday, it's quite good money.
Jeez, how heavy. This exhaust system is going on my new CVO Street Glide, that one there. Road Glide. Road Glide, sorry. So you're going to pull the back tyre off, the back wheel?
I don't know yet, let's have a look. See what's
Have a
in
look.
there.
I don't mean to criticise, but that doesn't look very technical.
Technical as it gets, mate.
How you got it off? Well done. Look at that.
Master's class at the Harley
I
School.
feel how heavy that is. You think that'd make them lighter, wouldn't you? Just for weight.
I'm going to get you to sign the Road King.
Look at this, I'm going to sign. So they've got a Road King in, like my old bad boy. How long you had it in for?
Not long at all.
Just lie. Day,
Yeah.
today?
No, so yeah,
Couple
just
of
new.
hours? Brand new, a couple of hours ago?
Yeah.
Pretty much sold already?
Oh,
Just lie. Just
people wanting it, so
Yeah.
they're ringing up.
yeah, just say the deal's done pretty much.
Yeah, deal's done.
Yeah,
pretty
cool.
much. Yeah.
All right, no worries. Well done. Because there's a lot of imposters out there. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Look at that, mate.
Yep. Now
No
it's gone up to $40,000.
So they're just checking the bearing and getting the back wheel right, because if something's... I mean, I made this up. Colin's probably heard this. This is old school Harley talk. But if something's rubbing, something's grubbing, and that's not good.
Is that old school Harley talk?
Yeah, I made it up.
You'd be fairly expert at rubbing, wouldn't you? You'd rub a fair bit of things. You'd probably rubbed a few out.
Yeah. I know you guys are working on it, but I just want to say one thing. Hope you guys know what you're fucking doing. I'm serious. So I've got to ride this 10,000 Ks. And if anything goes wrong with it, I'm blaming you guys. How come that's a gold rim and that's a black rim? Hey, can I ask you a question? Have you guys got any springs you can just bolt on there? Like better ones than that?
Yep.
No, have you seriously?
Yep.
What, is it a big job just to bolt them on?
No, it's an easy job to bolt them on. Do you want them?
Well, what are they? Don't tell me they're Ollens. No, I'm serious. If you want to throw on a new pair of... No, I don't want to fucking no, mate. I don't want those bolted on. Oh, do they have those canisters?
Hold those in your hand.
Gee, they're light. No, but have you got any cheap... Have you got any ones that are better than that? You know what I mean? They're right there.
You don't get them much better than
But are
that.
they Ollens?
No.
Oh, they're not. Ah, good. So these are just... Well, why don't I lend them? Why don't you just put them on for the trip and then take them back, and that way I don't have to pay anything?
Well, that sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? It's a great way of making money there. So we'll take these $5,000 shock absorbers.
No, mate, it's an older bike. I don't want to spend. I'll spend. What would I be looking at, Cole? You don't have to talk money here, but is it much?
Yeah.
Are they much?
Yeah, they are. They're, what are they? Fucking brand are they?
I can't remember, these are the ones that come off Collins before he put the old ones on.
Oh, well, what about Pro Bono?
What were these?
No, I don't think they're Pro Bono. I think they're some other brand.
These are Progressives, I think.
Yeah, Progressives
Progressive,
are shit. They are shit. Sorry,
These
mate.
are the top line of the Progressives, though.
Yeah, okay,
They're
yeah.
far from shit.
So you've got Legends, which are pretty good up there, but when you review, sorry, I'm going to be honest, I call bullshit.
What YouTube channel did you get your information
They're worth
from?
about $8 each.
Why don't you try them first before you can them?
Well, you know what? Why don't I try them for this trip? Right? Put them on, and then it's like a try before you buy. You guys do that here? Can you put those progressive shock absorbers on, Cole? Is that a big job or?
Progressive shocks have a long, wide variety. They appeal to every buyer. They've got
Yep.
$200 shocks,
Yep.
all the way up to $2,500 shocks.
Yep.
So it depends what they're reviewing.
Yeah. A lot of people say that Legends, Ollens, and the new upcoming one is Wilbur's. They're the three. That's just my research, and I know you guys do it for a living, and that's why they hate me here sometimes, because I come here and I tell them the stuff I've watched. So what are we doing? Wash up. I've brought my bike in. The guys have tested the engine mounts. Engine mounts are good. They're going to change the bearing in this wheel. We're just deciding now, are you going to put on those progressive shocks?
Yep.
Okay, we are. We're going to put on some new shocks for the Road King.
Your legs might reach the ground though.
What?
They're a bit taller than what you got. An inch.
They're an inch taller. You're going to be able to touch the ground?
Yeah. I got my boots with high heels, mate. I got extra 2 inches. All right, that's awesome.
Did you buy some new boots? Platform boots?
I've got some good ones, yeah.
Did they come with socks?
No. Like, are you selling me? I mean, I'm happy to buy them if it's a,
Well, if you like them, you'll buy them.
Yeah, just have a feel and see what you reckon.
All right. Like, I'm only going to take for a bit of a test ride. Hey, Colin. I'm just going to call it. It's not very professional here.
The secret of working on Harleys is always to use the right tool. A lot of people just don't. So. It's perfect. Yeah.
Is this how you test if
They feel notchy if they're getting worn.
Yeah, so if you whilst you're turning the bearing, you'll feel it.
So we're just checking the bearing. So, and that's not really grinding, is it?
No, you feel it through your hand, and it feels
Feels
all right.
good. Mate, do you know what? Look at what I've put this thing through. The engine mounts are spot on. The bearings are still good. It's a testament to Harley Davidson.
Every bike is a testament to Harley Davidson.
Is it?
Well, we got to say that. Jochen Yorch will be fucking on the phone.
Who?
What's his name? Jochen.
Who's that?
I'm not allowed to say anything. Jochen, I like Jochen. He's a great bloke.
New Sportster's out and Webby's ridden it, haven't you, Webby? How was it? How was it?
It was awesome.
Was it awesome? I've heard it.
It's
Yeah.
it's going to be great. It's going to fill a little hole for Harley Davidson and powerful.
Yeah. I've heard it's got more than 50 horsepower. Is that true?
More than 50 horsepower, Danny. Yes.
They're getting one here in January, and I'm going to be here when that gets delivered, and I'm going to do a review on it, and I'm going to take it for a ride, aren't I, Webby? But I'm not allowed to crash it. I'm not going to crash it.
See you, bye.
See you, Andrea.
That'd be nice.
Okay, so we've decided we're going to... Okay, so this is an update on the update. The tyres staying on. Engine mounts are good. The bearings are good. The only thing we're going to do is we're going to upgrade the suspension. Now, question, I know are you doing that? Are you doing that now or not? Or do I come back and do that?
We'll do it now.
Do it now. And you're going to put the bike back together now? Yeah, but will it all be done today so I can actually ride it home with new suspension or not? It'd be awesome if you could.
Nobody said anything to me about putting it back together. I was just asked to buddy pull it apart and look at it. I've done that. I've looked at it.
No, I didn't.
You want me to put a wheel back in a bike?
You just started looking at... Hang on. You just started looking at shit and started pulling stuff apart.
I did that because I was worried about your safety, Danny.
What Colin just said, he says all of this just seems like a big waste of time, but actually what I've got is... What have I got, Colin?
No socks on, mate. That's the trouble with you.
No, I've got peace of mind.
Peace of mind. That's
Colin
right.
just said that. I've got peace of mind. The main thing I care about is actually safety. Is sitting on 100 and... Well, I'm not speeding, but if, let's say I'm... went to the fish and chip shop and got $1.40 worth of flake or $1.60 worth of flake, when you're eating it for a long time, like, you know what I'm saying, like a long time, eating that flake for $1.60, you want to make sure that you're not going to have a blowout or that something's going to yeah, you don't want to get in. What'd you say? You don't want to get indigestion or start vomiting it up. That ain't good. Anyway, I'm all about safety. I know that some of you guys think I'm reckless, but I am about safety. All my bikes are maintained. Colin, would you say to the highest standard?
When you bring them here, they get maintained. When you work on them yourself, which they tell me that you've started to do,
Yeah.
they don't get maintained quite to the same
Mate,
standard.
I took my number plate off. I did that, put that little
You
scratch
right over
there.
there, Webby?
Hang on.
I know you guys are busy, but have you guys done this before?
Alright, we're good.
Is it called a noob or a noob?
What?
A noob?
What the fuck is that?
A noob. Is it a noob or a noob? A noob, like it's a new person that's brand new at something. A noob. Is it noob when you're new at something? I think I'm pretty sure it's... So listen, for all you noobs out there, what these guys are doing, it looks like a very complicated procedure, but as a professional, they make it look easy.
Hear that?
Yeah.
Can you hear it rubbing?
Yeah.
No, you can't. Can you hear it?
That sounds better. Oh, sorry, you fixed the problem. I meant to say that. Sorry, I forgot. I missed the cue.
Can you hear that? Yeah.
Well, it's a slight noise.
There shouldn't be any noise.
Well, it sounds better anyway. If you started the bike up now with an exhaust system with I call that a short shot system. Well, how good will that sound?
Oh, I think it'll sound terrible. You'll probably like it.
Right. This is called Road King short shots. Are they they're roadworthy, right?
They're road legal, mate.
Just under?
It's a bit louder because it's inside here, remember?
Yeah, yes, correct. We'll be leaving those on, Colin. Do not put the mufflers back on. Okay, we're putting on the new shockers, and they're probably long overdue for this thing. They're not automatic.
No, they're not automatic, mate.
The ones I'll be getting for my CVO are.
Wow.
They look pretty fucked, don't they?
They're just dirty.
They're just dirty, yeah. Jeez, it's dirty.
Are we going to adjust the
Preload.
Yeah.
Well, we're meant to set the sag with him on it.
Yep. Better do it properly because of filming. So you obviously set them both the same, yeah?
Yeah. To start with, and then you can. Oh no,
You tweak it.
God, what a ridiculous thing to say.
Well, why wouldn't you tweak something? Tweaking means getting it right. Like tweaking it, you know? Ah, right. Like I don't tweak it, you tweak it.
Yes, Danny. We'll tweak it for you.
Okay.
Wish Veronica was here.
Who's Veronica?
Veronica, we could teach how to work these shopping
Mate,
doors.
Veronica's back at Mount Hotham. I pushed her off the bike. I'll have to edit that bit out.
There you will. You have to jack her up, mate.
This is exciting. I've never done anything to the Road King. Jesus, I've got a Road King, I've got a Road Glide, and I've got a Street Glide.
And COVID.
In all seriousness, Colin, being a long haul motorbike rider, years of doing it now, I'm now more focused on if any part of the motorbike is actually the handling. Because, in all seriousness, if you take a corner and you bounce in a little rut, the whole bike can actually cause you to crash, can't it?
Absolutely.
So suspension, and I say this hand on heart, and you'll see when we build the CVO Road Glide here, which is going to start soon, is suspension I have spent big money on to get it right.
Your torque wrench handy?
These guys only use torque wrenches on here. That's the torque wrench. See you in the NT. Good sticker, that one.
So we're just setting up. I'm just going to set the rebound. These two settings, rebound and compression, really depend on your ride style. So
Yep.
It's not like there's a specific setting that we set them to. So I'm just going to set them right in the middle.
Yep.
Do they have a setting for idiot?
You sit on that.
It's a bit rude, mate. I'm a fucking customer. Yep, sorry, say that again, will you? I was interrupted by the apprentice.
We're going to set this up for you. It's going to be bloody beautiful. That's
Is
what
it?
we're going to do.
But don't you need to know my weight? Is there an ocean setting?
Yeah.
Reload on sand.
Cole says he's putting the preload on sand. Mate, don't you reckon that looks like a rocket launcher?
Not really. Looks like a big piece of fucking Banks and Hine shit to me, but. You like them, Danny?
I do like Vance and Hines stuff, Colin, and we're all allowed to like different things. Don't I need to sit on it though?
I'm just going to set it with bike weight first. and then
Bike
I'll-
weight, oh yeah. So that's it all done, pretty much, guys. It's all on, just for me to ride now. So thanks for doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go for a bit of a ride. And what the boys were saying is because the back now is a lot tighter and being lifted up, it means the front.
The front's probably going to feel even worse when
Yep.
you've got a better suspension on the rear, because it's going to obviously perform on the rear now, and it's going to put a lot of different load on the front.
But how come a lot of people only get rears done?
Well,
And some places don't even have fronts to do.
yeah, to be fair, you've got to match them together, because I mean, you're only as good as your weakest point
Yeah.
at the end of the day. And if you've got a good rear suspension and a horrible front, all they're
Yeah.
doing is fighting each other.
So if you're going to get suspension, you should really get front and back.
A full package is
A
ideal.
full package.
Yeah.
I can't talk about it, but we've got the full package coming. Let's just say that. All right. Well, thanks, Cole. Thanks for wasting this. Thanks for working on my Road King. Thanks, Webby. Just a quick question. I don't need to touch this suspension now.
No,
Just
don't
leave
touch
it?
I mean, I'll leave
Max.
this in your saddlebag.
Okay.
The only one you got to touch,
It's my fucking tool.
it's my fucking tool. The only one you got to touch is down here.
Yeah.
Wind it forward and wind it back. You've
Yeah.
got 6 turns of full adjustment,
Yeah.
and just have a feel.
Well, what am I feeling for?
Well, that's what you're going to feel for. I can explain it to you all day long, but until you do it and feel the difference.
But do you sit
that's
on
when
it
you'll
and do
know.
that and
No, you
feel?
ride it. Ride the thing.
Oh, you just play around with it. So just 6 turns.
Don't touch it, he'll do all 6. Fucking leave it
Yeah.
alone.
All right. You know what? I'm just not going to touch it. All right. I'm going.
If you finish
That-
it with a big fat person on the back of this bike, what needs adjusting is your fucking attitude. No fat people.
No. I'll have to cut.
You get in the vlogs.
I'll have to cut that out. Mate, I don't know if you've noticed, mate, but you look like you're about ready to have a baby. All right, I'm going. I'm wrapping up the vlog. Thanks, guys. That's it. We're over and out. Done. Thanks, guys. How good's that? I bring the bike in to get the...
Tyre pressure's checked.
No, what was it? What was I check? I bring the bike in to get the engines mounts checked, and guess what I leave with? Some brand new suspension. That service only cost $6 grand.